Me. Why always do that, man? I just have to remind myself to put on the mic. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. As you can see right here, me and my girl misbehaving. We going to see if we can break all this mess down. I mean, it is a lot. So, guys, welcome, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. I see my girl. Yes, misbehaving is fun, guys. She is in the house. We're going to go ahead and let her up. But also, I see checking your booth. She was the first one came in. She said, "What's up, chat?" And at Real Talk with Lady D, Psalms 35. I would try to come back. We're going to see what Psalms 37. We're going to see what Psalms 37 is. I see my girl misbehaving was in the back. Then she popped out. So I'm guessing she better put that seatbelt on because we are in here for a ride. My girl, my girl, my girl. Let me see what she's calling. She's calling for these days. Country Girl Queena. Let's see what Country Girl Queena have to say. She says, "Hello, happy, miraculous Monday, Lady D and the Truth Seekers." Yes, indeed, miraculous. And that's what we calling for right now. We calling for a miraculous miracle today, okay? Davina, yes, Davina is in the house. She says, "Peace and blessings, peace and blessings." Yes, indeed. My girl is off today. She said, "Just got off. I'll be listening in the clouds." Yes, indeed. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming in. Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, and misbehaving is fun. Like I said, guys, in here are grown folks. We don't have time to tickle nobody ears. Look, like I said, if you can't stand the heat, then you get out of the kitchen. Davida James says, "Breaking news. I have screenshot Miss Buddy throwing shed against Miss Wanda." Yes, indeed. Do tell. Elizabeth Hofgrove says, "Cooking dinner." Yes, Court. Both of you will be listening. My girl misbehaving say, "What's up, Davida?" So let's go ahead and we going to let up. Misbehaving is fun. How are you doing, my ride and die? How are you doing, my partner?
I am doing fine, and I have to remember not to get so loud, but I'm full of energy today.
I know you are. I know you are. Yes, indeed. So, how is everything going today? It's very beautiful out here in the deep south. Very, very hot.
Yo, honey, hotter than two prostitutes in church.
My girl is a mess. My girl is a mess. Miss Wu says, "Good afternoon, Lady D and chat." Yes, indeed, guys. I mean, oh my God, it's a lot going on, right?
Baby, it's a lot going on, and baby, Miss Wanda got the streets on fire. Everybody
He
eating.
sure do. And we're going to talk about all that. But first, we want to make sure that we sending out prayers and our
That's right.
condolences to Miss Wanda, and her family because her sister went ahead and passed. So you make sure that you keep the family in prayer because I knew something was going on because
Yes.
Miss Wanda had cut the live off so fast. So I said they say something got to be happening. So right there, I went into my prayer mode. So guys, make sure you keep
Please
Miss
pray.
Wanda and her family.
Mhm.
Yes, keep them in prayer. Our condolences from Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, and Misbehaving is Fun. We sending out prayers and our condolences. Yes, indeed.
Mhm.
Alicia says,
Yeah,
"Good afternoon, everyone." Yeah, and make sure you guys, uh, um, country girl, if
it's
you're in the
fine.
house, make sure you put Misbehaving, put a link on because if I'm not mistaken, behaving, I think you come on today at 5 o'clock, right? And that's Eastern.
It'll be 5 o'clock your time, but it's gonna be six
Okay.
o'clock my time. Yes, baby, I gotta do a wrap up. We got these grifters, lawsuits, and all roads lead to love and marriage, Huntsville.
Like they say, a hit dog will holler, right?
Ooh,
Oh,
and they hollering. She hollering, baby. She hopping panel to
yes.
panel. I've seen some content creators doing lives early this morning that normally don't do lives in the morning,
My
baby.
God, my God, my God. But you know what it's all
Mhm.
about. Like I said,
Yes.
now that the lights are shining upon them, just like I said, when you start shining the light on them, then what they're going to do? They're going to try to turn the narrative. And that's, you can see right here, that's all it is. But it's a cheap trick and it's not going to work.
Well, you know what, Lady D? I've always said you're the classy one in this duo. I'm clatchet and ratchet and oh so ghetto. When you said when the light is shown, the first thing came to my mind is the roaches are
Roaches.
scattering. The
I said the roaches, they will scatter. Turn the lights on, and as you can see right here, they are scattering. But like I said, how you say the warning is going to come before the fall, right?
hmm Yep. It's
So
the
they can't
calm
say that
before the
it wasn't
storm.
the calm.
Yep.
That's it. That's it. The calm before
Yep.
the storm. That's it.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh,
that's exactly what you see. So
look.
guys, make sure y'all click on this link right here.
Oh, I
This
gotta
is
hit.
Misbehaving's link right here. Thank you, country girl. Thank you very much. And guys, make sure you go ahead and
Oh,
support
that
my
little
sister.
queener. Yeah,
Yes,
y'all.
indeed.
Because they try to make folks ashamed of begging. I put it in my description. I'm broke.
Uh-huh.
I'm
You
begging.
not
I'm
broke.
broker
You
than
not
us.
broke.
She
You not broke.
spirit.
You not
Look,
broke.
look, Miss Little Lady D. Spiritually, I'm wealthy. I'm rich beyond measure with morals
My
and
God.
integrity. But
My
I
God.
am broker than a smoker. So it ain't beg. So you know what? I ain't too proud to beg. So y'all know I'm gonna be begging during that live. So I put the cash app in the
And
description
and
box.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Trust me, I
Oh,
got
that
you,
ain't
honey.
for you, Lady D.
No,
That ain't
no,
for
no,
you,
no. I already told you, I'm asking you to pick which one you want. You see what I'm saying? I think
Oh,
you'll do
oh,
good with that.
okay. Okay.
You'll do good with that podcast. When you figure it out, please teach me because I got the podcast and I don't know how to work it. Okay. The sounds are all in my ears, but it's not where you guys can hear it. Okay. So what I'm connected, I don't know because I am not computer savvy. Okay.
You know what? We gonna learn together because my daughter. Well, that's a whole nother video. Cause honey, I enjoyed Saturday's episode. I really did.
You did?
Yes, ma'am. I
Oh
did.
my God. Well, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Okay. Just give me a little few more seconds. Miss Lou
Yes.
says, is this the tactics to put Miss Wanda on a gag order? So she won't tell us more about what's really going on. I wish I had my podcast because that's a question.
It
That
sure
is a
is.
question. Let me read it again, guys. Is this a tactic to put Miss Wanda on a gag order so she won't tell us more about what's really going on? We're gonna have to sit there and we're going to do some soul
Mhm.
in that, honey. That might be another video by itself. Chandela says, "Good
Mhm.
afternoon, beautiful ladies. How are you doing,
Hey,
guys?"
hey.
Yes, indeed. So before we get all into the nitty gritty, I see
Yes.
where let me see who it was. Let me see who it was. It was
Grandma.
checking your boo. Checking your boo came up with a scripture out of Psalms 37.
Yes,
So
please.
let's go ahead and read this right here. Because like I say, the words are powerful and we need the words because we are dealing with
Yes,
some
we do.
demonic spirit. I sit there and say, Miss behaving, I might need some of Miss Wanda red clay in Mississippi with my swamp water, okay? Because I think I need a
Okay.
bath. But right here in Psalms 37, guys, and I'm reading from the King James Version, it says, first, it says, fret not, therefore, because of evildoers. Fret not, which means do not be afraid of these evildoers, neither be envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon, did you hear that? They shall
Mm-hmm.
soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herbs. Trust in the Lord and do good. So shall thy dwell in the land, and verily thy shall be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. Commit thy ways unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth the righteousness as the light and the judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prosper in his way, because of man who bring wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, they shall diligently consider his place, and it shall be not. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotted against the just and gasped upon him and his teeth. And I'm gonna read this one right here. And after that, that's because it's long, very, very long. So let me read one more, okay? For the arms of the wicked shall be broken. Did you hear that? But the Lord uphold the righteous. The arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord uphold the righteous. So we don't have to worry about a thing. We
Mhm.
don't have to worry about a thing, because right here in Psalms 37, it says, fret not of evil's doers. So no weapon formed against us shall prosper, and every tongue that rise against us, the Bible says that we shall condemn.
So
Did you hear that?
I heard it all. I was reading it too. I said I need to go to the King James version, because the version I was reading, it was talking in that old English. I was like, Lord
It
Jesus.
was talking in
And
what?
the old King's English,
Oh yeah,
saying
I don't like that.
thou.
No, no,
Yeah,
I don't
I
like
was
that these and that thous.
uh,
I really like a message Bible. A lot of people don't like message Bible, but I call it my ghetto Bible because it breaks it down where even a child can understand. But this one right here is the King James version. But like I said, w- whatever give you the understanding, then you go ahead and read it, okay? Because that's a
no,
story by itself, and I could talk about that as well. But girl, let's go ahead and do the recap of all the stuff that is going on. This right here, season 8, episode 8, Sunny's destiny has arrived. And like I say, 8 and 8, like us, when
16.
it comes to those numbers, that's a total of 16, but 8 and 8, it means that everything is a new beginning, okay? So maybe this
Mhm.
might be a new beginning. And the new beginning is that what is going to happen is that God is about to expose what's in the old, and he's about to make everything new. So all the stuff and the stuff that they have done is about to be exposed. No rock,
Yes.
like I say, is going to be hidden. Every rock's gonna be unturned. And see, they know that their time is almost up. So that's why they causing all sorts of havoc.
But isn't this season's tagline, "All will be revealed"? Isn't that the
Absolutely.
tagline for this season? hmm
Absolutely.
But I
Absolutely.
definitely like what Miss Woe asked earlier in the chat. Is this a move? Is she making this move to gag Miss Wanda so Miss Wanda can't say nothing else?
That's what I think. I absolutely think
Mm,
that because, first of all, I have a bunch of clips, that I want to go ahead and play when it comes to, for some reason, I guess somebody must be putting it on my timeline, because you remember when all of them was together. I think it was Mel, it was Destiny, it was Kimmy, it wasn't Tisha. Tisha was not there, and Mel asked Miss Wanda a question, and like I say, they try to be, play Miss Wanda like she crazy. Miss Wanda know exactly what she's talking about, and what came
yes.
out of Miss Wanda's mouth, Melody was not ready for it, because Melody sat there and said, you wants to say, as if I'm old, and I'm old fashioned, so stay in your marriage. Miss Wanda said that, say, but you stayed in it almost 6 years. You said, say, you remember that one?
I remember the if it's the same episode where Miss Wanda was talking about how she had those 4 children, and other man gonna want to, take care no four of the kids.
No,
Is that
no,
the
not that.
episode?
No, 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 not that one, not that one. That's
Oh
the
Lord.
one when they all was at the table and Melody she came in. Let me see if I can find that clip and then because girl, we gonna be here. We gonna do our hour, but let me see if I can go ahead and find it because we gonna cut through these lies because nobody's mad but the devil. You cannot sit there and throw a rock and then want to hide your hand. And now that the light is on you, you wants to sit there and you
Hmm.
wants to holler foul. You wants to sit there and start suing and all this other stuff. Girl, make that make sense.
It don't make none at all. But this is what I want to say too. Everybody keeps talking about, well, she ain't said nothing to Wanda. She ain't calling Wanda name. The her coat, the Miller coat, are her mouthpiece. It's already been proven. Before we
Mm-hmm.
were speculating, but I know it to be a fact because she has shown support. She has super chatted. She has done everything. They are
Mm-hmm.
her mouthpiece. So as long as her Millico keep attacking Miss Wanda has every right to respond back to defend herself. If they want all of this to be put to bed and later, just done with, they need to make content about other things.
Absolutely.
Leave Miss Wanda alone. She is a private citizen. You are harassing her, an elder.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And they've been after Miss Wanda for a very, very long time. A very long time. And one thing about Miss Wanda is, I don't know her personally, only, what we see. But Miss Wanda is the type of person she can get along with everybody. So for all
Mhm.
them to say Miss Wanda is doing all this stuff, only Miss Wanda is saying is defending herself because these people have made like thousands and thousands of videos sitting there
Yes.
Sticking with a
coming against
marriage
this right
and
here.
giving
This
him
right
another
here.
chance. On the flip side,
Hold on,
she's
hold on.
following.
Hold on, let's
Yes.
play this.
I
Yes,
started to
let's
ask
go ahead.
you
Let
about
me
black.
before I do my copyright disclaimer because we got to be ahead
Oh
of
yes, please.
these demons, okay? Because see, they don't want the truth to come out. The copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So I need you guys to go ahead and look up the definition for criticism because look like they sitting there don't know what it means, okay? Especially now that the tables have turned, okay?
All
So
you're
let
doing
me.
is a nice way of critiquing what someone is saying and doing.
That's it. That's it. So let's go ahead and before we get into this episode, let's go ahead and play a little
Hmm.
bit this right here.
Let me
And
mute.
commenting on the same person.
Wait. How many comments I made on your? How many comments I made on
If
yours?
Maurice was out here cheating with somebody that I knew about, let me tell you something. I'm not finna follow just so you know.
Oh.
And I'm a Scorpio.
Wait.
And we're very loyal.
But
And I
Tisha,
don't
wait,
play.
let me ask you this question.
And that's real talk.
Wait, let me ask you this question. I know
I'll give
you.
you good advice.
I know you, I know Martell. I'm not y'all friend. Okay? So I can
But you
follow.
just expressed how much you
Let me
love
explain
us.
something to you.
Go ahead.
You and Tisha should be friends. Okay, you and Tisha should be friends. Tisha don't follow her.
But
Tisha
you
do not.
who
But
just
Tisha do not
expressed
follow her.
But you who
That's
just
But you see, let me stop it right here. You see how she loves to over talk people, right? So
Hmm.
that's
Yep.
why, people cannot get just like Martell. She does the same thing. She's going to over talk you to make sure that you don't get your point across. So let's go ahead and play a little bit more.
what I do.
This woman that broke up a family, right?
Martell broke up the family. Y'all want to put
Okay,
it on
no,
the ladies.
agree.
So don't
but,
do
but
that.
it's like you're supporting the situation.
No, I'm not having support because I
Because
said she's nice looking.
you wouldn't
That's a
do
problem. Y'all have a problem with that?
So let's stop right here. See, first of all, I'm glad the tables done turned. We know exactly the outcome because now they own Destiny, right? Because Destiny was at Martell's
Hmm.
birthday party with Ariane Curry. So, like I said, just because Miss Wanda has said that Ariane looks cute, and see, they didn't want to hear that. She don't want to hear nothing good and positive when it comes to Ariane Curry. So right there, that made her dislike Miss Wanda.
Yes. And I don't even see why she was offended by Miss Wanda telling her that she's not. Martell and her friends. When Miss Wanda made that statement, it wasn't to be attacking or to say she didn't care about them. It was just establishing age boundaries. You
Mhm.
know, you are my child's peer. You all should be friends, but she's an elder. So, yeah, but I definitely agree with you with the over talking. She does do that. And someone like Martell gets flustered and he can't articulate well when you get to yelling at him and asking him multiple questions rapidly. So, it's a tactic that she and so many
Yes.
others use.
That's it. That's it. But what about the part, they upset because just because Miss Wanda has said that Ariane was pretty. I think that's what really drove her to the walls.
You know what? My thing is, right here in this video, she was still in the throes of being with Martell. And I don't
Mhm.
see why you should care what the other woman looks like. Hey, y'all remember the housekeeper with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Y'all saw how butt ugly she was. A man gonna sleep with whatever he can sleep with. And Ariana is a cute young lady
Very
until they stressed
beautiful.
her out and caused her to have a damn near a nervous breakdown to where she stopped taking care of herself. She
And she
was a
still look she
beautiful.
still look
Well,
beautiful, and I hope she look in the mirror because she's still young and make sure, that she take care of herself and, get on her life, make herself happy.
mm,
You don't have to be with no one that don't wants to see me, to do good, but let's go ahead and play a little bit more.
I do.
yes.
I'm gonna tell you as a woman, I
Low.
do. Because
Wait, you have low self-esteem.
I don't, baby, because
You
look
have
at me.
low self-esteem.
Excuse me, I don't.
Yes, you
Look
do.
at me, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, ma'am, you
I
do.
don't, not at all.
Yes, you do.
What I do is,
If you-
what I do have
Wait, 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 wait.
Now, I know me and Melody are in a weird space right now, but I'm not gonna let Miss Wanda just sit here and run her mouth. She has to be put in her place, and I don't have a problem doing it at all.
That's it. That's it.
I'm gonna be clear on something to everybody at the table, real
Please
fast.
do.
Y'all ain't never gotta worry ever in life. Anybody that's around or trying to around with your man, me ever having to say to them, comment, matter of fact, pray when I see him walking on, punch him in the throat.
Well, I could see you and Martell back together, though.
You must be Jesus.
No, I'm not Jesus.
Now, the next part, she thought that Miss Buddy thought that she had control. Melody thought she had control of this conversation. But like I said,
Mm,
they be trying to play Miss Wanda, as if she's, ignorant. But Miss Wanda is not ignorant. Miss Wanda is very smart. And they was not expecting what was going to come out of Miss Wanda's mouth. So let's hear some more.
I went Jesus 5 years ago.
Well, Miss
so I
Wanda,
can
in all due
see it.
respect, I think that some of the issue is some of the older women who encourage young women to stay in relationships that are toxic and that are killing them on the inside. I don't think that's okay.
Well, no, I don't think.
Yeah.
What makes you think that's killing you on the insides, though?
Because it was, Miss Wanda.
You
Staying in
actually-
a,
but you
staying in
actually
a
think that-
marriage,
you actually
staying in a
think that-
marriage where someone is consistently cheating and betraying and lying and disrespecting you, that killed you on the
Well,
inside.
I understand that, Madeline.
Yeah.
I really do. But I want you to know, if it was 1 year, I can understand it.
That's it.
But 5 years, if it was 1 month, I can understand it.
I didn't go through it for 5.
Okay, well, 3.
That's right.
So, what is the 2 years?
And you notice how her demeanor changed because she was not ready for that to come out of Miss Wanda's mouth. You wants to sit up there and you wants to act like you all big and buff, and in front of your friends and saying, a older woman, an older person, it's like old days, you're gonna stay in your marriage, and put up with the man. But Miss Wanda said there and said, you stayed in that relationship. And I truly believe, and all this right here is based off of a reality show. I truly believe that she would have stayed in that marriage today if that show would not been pitched, that reality show. She wouldn't be on that reality show. What's your thoughts about that, Miss Behavior?
I'm gonna be honest with you because I done told y'all before I used to be a supporter of hers. I was drinking the juice. And in the beginning I said no, she wouldn't go back. But yes, she would have. She would
Thank
have
you.
had they not been on television. Because if you put up with it that
Absolutely.
long, baby, bye. And if the baby hadn't come in the picture, I really think that's what sealed the deal.
Absolutely.
I think so. That's my perception. That
Hmm.
child, is what sealed the deal for her, because you can't ignore that, especially with Martell being the type of father that likes to be involved in his children's lives. Do
That's
you
it.
remember that one episode where even Miss you know, was saying, "Well, the baby here now." You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing you can do about that. So
That's it.
Martell, it was not the type of man where you can make him say, "Well, you can't have nothing to do with that child at all if you want to be with me." Like we see how some of these celebrity men are, how they just ignore their outside child to
Mhm.
benefit their current, partner or spouse. So yeah, it is my belief that had the baby not been here, she would still be with him, as well as television, because you got to find some way to justify it. You
That's
got
it.
to,
That's it.
thank you. Let me shut
So
up.
so
Go
you
ahead.
you think that she was sealing the deal because she really didn't know that they were going to get this reality show, but she knows she wanted to go back to her husband, so she ended up getting pregnant again. That's what you're saying? To go ahead and seal the deal?
With her getting pregnant again, like I can't even understand that. What I can't grasp, my mind, my mental
Mhm.
concept is this: I- I'm not going to risk my body for any man. If you
Mhm.
like in this clip right here, where she's saying she was dying on the inside. He mistreated her. He cheated on her. She was trying to keep the family together. Okay, but I'm not about to have no unprotected sex with
Thank
no
you.
man, because there are so many diseases out there. Even if you slip up and have unprotected sex because you're married, okay, you gonna have it. Y'all trying to work it out, but ain't nowhere in the world I would have been laying with that man and not been on some sort of protection. Some sort of protection.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely. But
Why?
I
Ooh,
think that she was upset with Miss Wanda because she was not ready, thought Miss Wanda was not gonna have whatever came out of her mouth, didn't think that it was gonna come. And what came out of Miss Wanda's mouth, it cut her to the white meat. You understand? It cut
yes,
her
it
to the white
did.
meat because Miss Wanda sat there and said, "You want to say, oh, because I'm old and you know how down in the South we're gonna stay with these men regardless, but you stayed in the marriage, you still stayed in,
Right.
sharing the same stuff, even went to the woman's house." Then Martell said on Tasha K that Melody went to Ariane house with the mom and all this. Ariane mom was there, something to the fact.
I know that she had mentioned herself that she had gone over to Ariana's house, before. Now I know on the Tasha K interview, Martell was talking about Melody had a conversation with Ariane, talking about if he showed up at her house, let her know. So I mean, y'all couldn't have been that
Yes,
much in disagreement if you can sit down and have a cordial conversation with your sister wife. Because honey, and once
thank
you
you.
learn, I call it a sister wife. I don't
Me
care
too.
who
Me
get
too. Me
offended.
too. Me. I've
And
been. Me
once you
too.
find out that your old man got another woman, and it's consistent, that is your sister wife. You not
Absolutely.
leaving, you staying there and you putting up with it. But this is my thing here. They can't play two sides of the coin. One minute they want us all to believe that Melody was just an unhappy, miserable housewife trying to keep her family together. She was dying in the inside. She was docile and feeble. Then on the other hand, they want us to know that she was the brains of the marriage. She was the blessing of the marriage. She was the one creating all the money for the marriage. So if she was the one that was the creator of the marriage, as far as it came to the finances, then why are you still sticking with the man then, creator
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then
of the
end up getting
finances?
pregnant. And then end up getting pregnant again.
End
Make
up
it make
getting pregnant.
sense.
Ain't no way in the world, baby. I was too done with that. Ain't no way in the world. And both of the kids are close in age. So all I'm gonna say is this, because I'm about to stumble over my words, and I'm
That's
gonna
all right. I
say this,
stumbles
and
all the
I'm
time.
I'm
So
not
we'll
about
be
to take it
stumbling
back.
together, okay?
Okay, it's a good thing that no, I ain't gonna touch on the kids, but all I need to say is this: part of me, were you competing with her once you
Mhm.
find out?
That's
Why
it.
you want to have? Why you want to get pregnant again?
That's it. And like I said, nobody can get mad. You can't sit there and go around and saying that you going to sue people and don't touch this. You sign up for this. You can't tell people how to tell their story. You're going to be going to court many, many a days, okay? Many a days. You can't tell people how to tell their story. Not everybody is going to kiss the ground that you walk on. Not everybody is going to do that. And so by they upset with Miss Wanda because Miss Wanda is on her platform saying, how
Mm-hmm.
she feel. That is her opinion at the end of the day.
That's right. And I don't care. I'm gonna say it right here. The views expressed by misbehaving or misbehaving views don't blame Real Talk and Lady D or nobody commenting in the chat nor the moderators. Melody was cheating too. I
Of
can't.
course.
Ain't no woman sticking by if a man mistreating her that way, and she's not sexually satisfied if she ain't got a boo thing on the side
Hmm.
herself. Cause women are the greatest cheaters.
That's it. That's it. And the
By the
thing
time
about
you
it, they wants to say just Martell. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
No, you go ahead. I was done. I was just gonna say women are the greatest cheater. By the time a man find out we been cheating, baby, we already done with him. See, that's
That's
why I
it.
say when we love you men, we are in it for the long haul. We love your dirty draws. We want to support you, uplift you. We want to ride. I mean, we'll give you anything. But once we fall out of love with you,
Hmm.
it ain't no going back. And I believe maybe part Melody was in the relationship because she had the kids. She didn't
Hmm.
want to be out there stuck as a single woman with all them children. So she
Hmm.
came on back once they got that show, got with Martell, thought they was gonna be, because they didn't used to go to all the little celebrity events, didn't they? Taking pictures, thought they were better than the rest of the cast. Then she
That's it.
slipped up, got pregnant, then got to thinking I can get me a little series of having the baby. Things
Hmm.
happen. Martell wasn't willing to let Ariane go. And
Hmm.
once Ariane got pregnant, that sealed the deal right there. And that's why she walked away. A woman should not be grieving, angry, and bitter. If God told you to go and God blessed you to have the financial resources and the support around you to uplift you and your children, you have no reason to be bitter.
Absolutely, absolutely. And guys, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Come on and hit that like button. I see that I have 28 people in here. I'm seeing 71 people in here, but only 26 likes because when it comes to YouTube with those numbers, man, they be doing me in. I'm looking at now 67, but only 28 likes. So let's go ahead and play some more, guys, because like I said, in here is grown folks. We not here to pacify anyone. You air out your business. Like I said, that's something on you. You signed up for this, and we only can go by of what you put out. And all this right here is based off of a reality show for entertainment purposes only.
Different.
The 2 years difference is it was 2 years happening before.
Oh, so
I
you
knew
saying
it.
you knew about it 3 years
On and
about it?
off. It was like I found out after it had already been occurring for 2 years, and then I thought it was done, and then months would go by.
You knew about it the whole 5 years that you was out there.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Melanie knew Martell
Yep.
been cheating for the past 6 years. I'm not gonna even say 5. So yes, that make them sister wives, They all in this together.
Now watch how she's sitting there. Now she's going to just get all buff because when she can't take the heat, then she wants to sit there. She wants to get out of the kitchen. Now, if it was Martell, most likely in that house, and all this right here is alleged for entertainment purpose only, she would have threw something at him, according to what we just saw. But see, she wasn't gonna throw nothing at Miss Wanda. So what she did was she got up just like she did Marsau, because when people start said that pushing certain buttons of hers, then she wants to sit there, she gonna get up, but she didn't have no win for Miss Wanda. So you guys can call Miss Wanda all types of names, but Miss Wanda, like I said, what she said, what came out of her mouth, it pushed a button and she was not ready for it. So let's see the rest.
So, hey, Marilyn, like I said, put on your grown women panties, baby, and
Thank
y'all just
you.
all be sisters together. Was you friend with the girl?
Not when it was happening. What the f?
You see, she mad now. Look.
Wait a minute.
What do I look like? What do I look like? I don't roll like that. No. I don't roll like that.
Upset, sweetie.
I'm team white.
I'm telling you why people get upset.
I'm always team white.
Come on, tell us why she get upset. Look, she can't handle it no more because Miss Wanda was telling the truth. Tell me, what did Miss Wanda say? What's wrong? Come on, help me out, Misbehaving.
Hold on. Keep it paused right there. But y'all just missed the vital point. We just talked about that. Miss Wanda just asked her, weren't y'all like friends? And she said, not at that time. Rewind it back. Play that part back. When Miss Wanda asked her that.
Yes. I remember that one.
No.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna even say 5. So yes, that make
Roll
them
it back
sister
some more
wives,
because I
they
remember
all in
that.
this together. So, hey, Marilyn, like I said, put on your grown women panties, baby, and y'all just all be sisters together. Was you friend with the girl?
Not when it was happening. What the f?
So they always friends, you see?
And she said, not when it was happening. There you go. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
Boom. Wow. She would have sat there and said, if it wasn't true, I never even knew this girl, right?
She would have said, I never knew this girl. I ain't talked to her. So
Why would I
Martell
talk
told
to her?
yes, baby. Martell let a piece out in that Tasha K interview. And she just gave Melody just told on herself, baby. She just told on herself. Yeah,
Wow.
that's why she said that this is where the real beef and disdain came for Miss Wanda. Because, see, Miss Wanda was letting it all out. Because, in the time of filming, they're upset. And then they don't get to see it until they're finished. But with her being a producer, she saw what was filmed. They didn't cut it out. So that's what made her despise Miss Wanda. And she wanted Miss Wanda up off that show.
Because Miss Wanda was all in that business. Miss Wanda was
Uh-huh.
all in her business, and they are not ready for that. They are not ready for that. Like I said there and say, is a lot of stuff that you guys you stay so fixated in what Melody because of what they feel Melody went through. Just like Destiny said, you guys only hearing one side. If you sit there and you get from out of this trauma bonded train wagon and see it takes two to tear down a house, then you're going to realize that Melody Hens is dripping as well. So right there, Miss Wanda sat there and said, was you guys friends? And what did Melody say, Misbehaving?
I'm
You there?
gagging. Yes, I'm here. I'm gagging. I am so sorry.
Miss Wanda
She
said,
said,
you
she said, not at that time.
thank you.
Not at the time it happened.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. And now that Miss Wanda went ahead and ripped the sheets off of her, she about to get up. She all upset because see, she didn't think that this was going to come out of someone that they look down at. You understand? They thinking that they are the ones that got it all together. Guys, I don't know about you, but this is some good meat. So I don't know if Melody got her attorneys looking at us or whatever is going on. But like I said there and say, ain't nobody mad but the devil. A hit dog going to holler. These people put out their personal business. So now you guys wants to get upset with everybody and wants to sit there and try to do this scare tactic to shut people up because we messing with somebody brand or trying to pull them off the ladder. No, we're not trying. I don't know these people from a can of paint. We only can go by of what they put out. They put out this business. So that's why they are trying to get rid of Miss Wanda. Let's listen to some more. See, sometimes you got to take them back into the archive, take them back to memory lane because see, we have amnesia. We forget.
I look like? I don't even talk to her. Wait a minute. What do I look like? What do I look like? I don't roll like that. No. I don't roll like that. I'm team
Miss Wanda Carm, Miss Wanda Carm, you all in her face. I don't roll like this. I don't roll like this. Let me put my camera on. I don't roll like this. You rolled for it half of your marriage, girl. You and Martell and Ariane, y'all was having a trio, sister wives. What person that you know that's going to be in a very small town like little old Huntsville and did not know that your husband was running with someone half of your marriage? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So you guys might as well go ahead and let Ariane back on the show. You got something to say, misbehaving?
I want Ariana on the show. We need some closure. They've been her fans have been talking about Ariana for the last 5 years since 2019 up over here on YouTube and social media. Uh, it's time for Ariana to be on the show on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think it's unfair, it's an injustice to not tell a complete story, show the whole story. So my thing is this: you should have left the man in the beginning and you didn't. You stayed with him. Once you walked away in because you said you walked away in April 2020. That should have been it. You should have tried to peacefully coexist. It's 2024. So, baby, open up the door for Ariane Curry. Honey, I need to see it on television. And
Absolutely.
hooty hoo.
Absolutely. And Ariane sat there and said the entire storyline was fake because Ariane already had the man, according to what she said. Guys, you can't get mad with the messengers.
Show
These
can't.
people put their life on display. And the only reason why they talking about going around suing people, oh, Melody went out and she told Miss Wanda off. First of all, if Melody was true about what she's putting out, she's not going to go on these YouTubers and comment and say all this stuff. What person do you think that Nene Leaks and Portia is going to sit under people comments and jump from channel to channel to channel? Like they say, a hit dog is going to holler. Melody don't want the truth to come out. And like I said, all this right here is based off of what they putting out. And you cannot get upset. You cannot use this scare tactic trying to shut people down because of the mess that they put themselves in. These people chose to put their life on display for the entire world to pull it apart, for the entire world to pull it apart. So you can't get mad. You can't get mad. Now you guys out there trying to sit there and you done got Miss Wanda off the show. Now you're trying to sit there
Mm-hmm.
and gag her, shut her up. You're trying to gag and
Mm-hmm.
shut her up because of the stuff that Miss Wanda know.
Mm-hmm. And it's too late. And not only with what Miss Wanda said, we've already been made privy within the past week, within the past 14 days, of the role that everyone has played, and that even Sweet Church Miss Vanessa is involved too. So if they
Wow.
want Miss Wanda, if had they wanted Miss Wanda to remain quiet, they would have left her alone and stopped making videos.
That's it. That's it. But these people made, I mean, thousands and thousands of videos. Now, what they are doing, they're trying to delete it. But the thing about it is that why, when all this stuff is coming out, because you know what, Miss Wanda is gonna say what she need to say. One thing about Miss Wanda is not gonna come out and sit there and say something unless somebody done did something to her or her daughter. But for Miss Wanda
Mm-hmm.
to say what she say, and now it's getting Melody out of her comfort zone, out of her peace, as she says, showing her
Mm-hmm.
living area that hers pretty much she's saying Miss Wanda is outside with an old food truck that, you know, it's not her exact words, but you know, she's living wherever she's living in on top of the mountain. But like I said, even the devil took Jesus on the highest pinnacle and said, I will offer you the entire world. But what did Jesus say?
Mhm.
Man should not live by bread alone. It
Mhm.
all belongs to
Mhm.
him. So it's not what you got, because the same ladder that you climb to get up there, the same one's going to shake your butt right off of that. You guys tried to dummy down Miss Wanda, tried to gag her, try to shut her up. Then you came on and you sat there and say, well, me, Marcel, which we're going to talk about Marcel as well. Marcel and Tisha, in pretty much, it's not exact words, cool, but I'm going to trash your mama. Now tell me what person that going to be cool with the daughter but trash the mama. Come on, Tisha.
No, 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 nobody. Melody knows what she's doing, and when she made that remark, because she wanted up and stuck with Tisha. She won't static with Tisha, because Tisha is not about to let nobody disrespect her mother. So Marsau, you better quit trying to act like you from Switzerland and be diplomatic. And you better
Mhm.
ride with your wife, man. You better ride with your wife. And Tisha has every right to defend her mother, or better yet, ain't nobody encouraging no violence. Just don't film with her. Don't film with her. If she ain't got nobody to film with, there's no purpose for her to be there. Cause I sure
Look,
wouldn't
look
film
at
with you.
this. My God, look what somebody wrote. Ariane and Martell been together since 2015. 20
Mm.
and when was this show aired?
2019.
Wow. 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 So
2019. Mm.
girl,
Mm.
w-
You know what
w-
I think? You know what I think, Lady D? I think Martell, I know you're regretting it now, and in Ariane, women in life, we make mistakes, we learn from it, and we don't make the same mistake again. But I believe that Ariane was so in love with Martell at that time that he was able to convince her not to get an attorney to sue, so that way she wouldn't interfere with what was going on with the
mhm,
show. Martell, unfortunately, he played both women
absolutely.
against one another. They offered them the same thing, and they both
Absolutely.
ended up getting hurt. But I tell you what, I bet you in the future going forward, Ariana Curry won't sign nothing else on TV, corporation open with all of y'all. Carlos, y'all need to make this right and put that young woman up on that show, because they have been able to make thousands of dollars on TV, has been able to make millions of dollars. Allow that woman on television to share her truth and her side of the story.
Okay. Look, I got a friend I met last night came on my notification for a renewed mind. She says, hello, dear. Listen, but don't know who those being talked on, because, she's in a spirituality. She says, so when I get back, I'll do a little research, since I heard some spiritual words in this. So, make sure you guys go and check out Misbehaving. Go ahead and subscribe to 4-8 Renew Mind. Okay. Subscribe to her channel. Okay. Because I was up last night and I needed a word, and believe it or not, she gave me a word. So make sure you go ahead and check out 4-A Renewed Mind. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you very much for dropping by. She's more into spirituality. She does not know anything about these reality shows. But when it comes to these reality shows, Miss For a Renewed Mind, what we are doing is we taking this foolish, this garbage, and we conforming the wise with it. Okay, so continue misbehaving.
I just found Miss for Renewed Mind. I subscribe, and I'm gonna share her to my community wall too.
All right, and
But
Shadella,
anyway,
make sure you go check out too. Go check out channel out. Go ahead.
Chandelier channel.
No, not Shadella. I was just
Oh,
telling
okay.
all that's here. Make sure you go ahead and check out, because we got to support each other. You understand?
Right, we sure do. Can I address this person in the chat? K
Go ahead.
Sense.
Which one? Which one? K-Cent? Okay.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
K Sense is saying Letitia put it out there that Melody knew that Martell was with Ariane since Ariane started talking to Martell. She lied about how long she knew about Ariane for the show. No, she did not lie. Tisha wasn't sleeping with Ariane.
Thank you.
So K, I know your name is K Sense, but baby, you gotta make it make sense. Tisha learned of Martell's affair with Ariane at the same time that Melody did,
Because no,
cause
Melody
Marceau
said that
had
was
to do.
texting her, right? Melody was texting Tisha and telling Tisha all the information. That's how Tisha says she knew everything.
Yeah,
Melody put her
but
own
what I'm
business
saying is,
out.
at the time Melody put her own business out there, but on the show, they had it to where once she found out, Marsau had to go because Miss Vanessa called and reached out to Marsau, and Marsau had to go find Melody. That's how they ended up going to have a drink to console her because of Martell's. So what does Tisha doesn't have anything to do with this? If Melody chose to stay, they were all friends, meaning the married
Absolutely.
couples. If they were friends, Marceau, Martell, Melody, and Letitia, and Martell cheated on Melody, if Melody decided to stay with Martell, Tisha can't input in that. She doesn't have any
Not at
decision. What is
all.
she supposed to do and say if Melody chose to stay with him? Many of us have girlfriends that we've had maybe even when we were younger. You may have seen their old man cheating. You go tell them that their old man cheating. They get mad at you, don't want to be friends with you, but they still with the man. So the only thing you can do is if somebody's asking you for advice, you can give it to them and tell them you may not like what I'm going to say, and I'm gonna give you my advice, and that's it. I'm not gonna be the dead horse. I'm gonna let it go. But when it comes to folks cheating, honey, you stay out of folks' marriage. That's their business. Because you don't want to become the victim. Y'all love to put stuff out on Tisha. Melody was throwing, and I was a fan of Melody at that time. So I know it. I know it. Melanie was throwing her digs out there at Letitia, but because she wanted to look like she was innocent, she wanted to imply, go hop in your car, drive up there and see what's going on. No, heifer, if you know for a fact that my old man is cheating, you tell me that. Don't imply nothing. And then folks want to say, well, she wanted to spare Tisha the hurt that she was experiencing. No, she didn't. No, she didn't, because it would have turned off women viewers to know if Melody would have sat her tail there and said, well, your husband was cheating with X, Y, and Z, which unfortunately she did down the line, but it got bleeped off on the television. And the so called woman that was accused of being the mistress came out and said she wasn't. Until this day, we are in 2024, ain't not now woman came forward. Ain't nobody got no picture, no nothing. So why are y'all that invested in somebody else's marriage? Melody stayed
Absolutely.
with her old man for years, and then she finally got enough courage to leave. And really, it wasn't courage, it was embarrassment because she was on national TV and she had millions, well, thousands of women supporting her and telling her how much of a dog Martell was and how she can do better on her own and how we would support her. So that embarrassed her enough to where she left him. Because then a baby came along and that added insult to injury. And then women that were supporting her were like, oh, hell no. I'm not sticking
Mm-mm.
around for no baby. So what was she gonna do if these women are buying all her products and supporting her? She ain't finna bite the hand that feeds her. She
Absolutely.
went ahead and discarded Martell, even though she put up with that mess for years. Martell and Melody are the same people. They both
Absolutely.
want they lick back and they're both spiteful. They're both hurting. I don't see how it, man. I'ma shut up, baby, because I'm up on my tangent. There are no victims and justice for Wanda. Show enough
because they
Wanda.
all has, and like I say, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you're a free game. But this right here, I want to read this. This is by Shandella. She says that's why they have so many pictures. They were going on vacations, and Mel had called Ariane several times. Well, we know for
Mm-hmm.
sure, and all this alleged, according to what Martell said, that Melody
Mm-hmm.
drove to the house.
Mm-hmm. And y'all just saw in this clip right here that's paused on your screen. Miss
Thank you.
Wanda asked her, weren't y'all friends? And she said, not at that time.
Wow.
Hmm.
Well, tell us
So,
what time what time y'all
yeah,
was and what y'all
because,
was
honey,
doing when y'all was friends.
hello,
And like I
I see.
said, y'all cannot get mad. So everybody was sitting there saying, about the kids. The kids are comfortable, as you can see, very comfortable with Ariane because most likely the kids probably since they was young around Ariane.
Was Ariane the babysitter?
Well, I guess
I'm
as
just asking a
according to
question.
what Melody said, she was the concubine. So what is the concubine? You see
Oh,
what I'm
well,
saying?
she's the chick on the side. That's what the concubine
Well,
is.
she
That the
wasn't like I
man
said.
goes.
I already done broke that down. She wasn't a mistress and she wasn't a side chick. She
Hmm.
was the other woman. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
Shahrazad Ali broke that down for us? If
Yes, she did.
any time when you got another woman in your marriage for over 2 years, you not the side chick. You not the mistress.
Sister
You
wives.
you the sister wife.
That's right. You show is. Matter of fact, I got my Shahrazad Ali book right here,
Oh,
all
you
yellow
got
with a
it.
picture
So let's do it.
in
Oh
the
my God,
cover.
let's do a story time one day. I didn't know
Okay,
you
will
had
they
the
allow
book.
us? Will
Yeah,
they allow us to do it?
yes, I've been doing it. She already sat there and said, long as you sitting there, you be true to yourself, you can
Okay.
you can go ahead and you can read a book. So if you want to do story
Okay.
times, we can do the story times. Oh, she's all right.
Hmm.
Trust me, she's all right. All you have to do is just go ahead and email her. If you want to email, I give you the email. Long as you stay true to yourself.
Okay.
And she's good.
Hmm.
Okay. So let's play a little bit more of that because we never even got into the show. But like I
We
said, sometimes you
we'll
got to
get into
go
the show.
back. You got to go back in order to set there and set the foundation because all this stuff is because they overlooked and they was so caught up in Melody being cheated over. But like they say, it takes two to tear down a house. Okay. So let's go ahead and listen to some more.
Get upset. I'm I'm always team wife. I don't with
Wait,
people who go
don't do
on
that.
social media with wives. Who does that? I'm not about to do that. Wanda is always going too far with everything. Like, why are you always inserting yourself in everybody else's business? Do you not have your own business to be concerned about? Lady, get a life. Like,
Now I see she want to have control now because she even thought about it, but you didn't have no control when Miss Wanda sat there and put you on blast. You
And
didn't
if
have
you looking
control
at,
then.
she
Hmm?
sure didn't. And it's just my opinion. Looking at her, seeing this playback, she did seem aggressive and hostile. I thought she was gonna swing on Miss
She
Wanda.
always get aggressive and hostile when she knows she's backed in the corner. And that's why, people need to go ahead and call her out. Melody is a narcissist as well, from what we have seen on this reality show. We don't have to go and dig into these people's personal business. We are going by of what they put out on a reality show. Okay? So don't get mad with how we sitting there telling the story. No, not everybody is going to put Melody on that pedestal. They're going to call her tail out, and that's exactly what we are doing.
That's
Go ahead,
right,
my
Lady D.
girl.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. And tell the truth and shame the devil. I just want to say something to Miss Gwen Davis. Because Miss Gwen Davis says, writes, but I'm glad you ladies have this footages to go back on. And Miss Gwen Davis, I agree with you. I'm glad Lady D has these clips because it helps those that are unfamiliar with the show or new to the show if they have something that they can see in addition to what we are saying, because it makes it more credible. You know what I'm saying? You know what
God
I'm
said
saying?
this in my lap this morning. When I saw this, I say, "Oh my God." I said, "I got to see what's going on." And when I saw this, I say, "This is what the root of it all," because Miss Wanda put Melody on blast, and she was not ready for that. She wanted to come in with a red bottom hat, and she wanted to come in and like she was in control of the conversation. But like I said, you can call Miss Wanda whatever you want to call Miss Wanda, but Miss Wanda is not a dumb person. Just because someone have a different dialect and an accent, that does not mean that person's dumb. Okay, her words may not sound like you want it to sound, but one thing about Miss Wanda is no dummy. And Miss Wanda sat there, and what she did, she cut the head off of that snake, and that snake couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle it.
Couldn't take it no more. Got to calling Miss Wanda
That's
all out
it.
of name last
Thank
night.
you.
Got
Call her
to
split mouth, and you saw what she said. Talked about this. Miss
yeah,
Wanda
the
had got in a
razor
car
mouth.
wreck, a razor mouth, and yes, that was nothing
Oh,
that was wrong.
see, and she implied that she called her razor mouth, which would make people believe that somebody cut Miss Wanda across her mouth with a razor. Oh
She
yeah,
got in
she
a
got out
car
of body
accident.
last
She
night.
got in a car accident.
So y'all heard it first here on Real Talk with Lady D that that mark, that scar that's on Miss Wanda's top lip, that came from a car accident. And this is my thing. She was watching Miss Wanda's live in real time. So she knew that Miss Wanda ended her live abruptly due to a family emergency. You could see the shock on Miss Wanda's face. But then you chose that time then to hop on a live and then talk crazy and call this woman all out of her name and talk about how you were waiting. You were waiting for that to happen because you already contacted your attorney. Baby, you probably been contacted attorney way before now because you never wait to the last minute.
Absolutely. Read that. Read at the bottom what mummy dang it said. Read that right quick.
Okay, let me see. Maybe it didn't come up yet. Okay, Mummy Dangus says I have plenty of relatives that talk like Miss Wanda.
No,
Most
no,
of
no,
my
no. What
elder
I just
relatives,
posed. What
not
I
that
just
one.
posed. What I just
Oh,
posed
my
on the.
apologies, you guys. My apologies. Let me take this down. You know what I'm saying? It says, I understand why she set up to get Miss Wanda off the show because she is one of the ones that know where the bones are buried. Yes, and see, everybody
Thank
else was
you.
willing to keep the secret, but Miss Wanda, you piss her off. Miss Wanda gonna go ahead and tell it.
And that's why
I'm
they wanted
surprised
Miss
Miss.
Wanda off and Destiny off, because when Destiny said, "Look,
Mm-hmm.
I know where the bodies
I
are
know what
buried,"
I'm about.
Destiny didn't come back.
Uh-huh.
Destiny did not come back because they do not want anyone to sit there and put Melody in a negative light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So what else you got to play, Miss Lady D, before we get to this review, so I can get on Marcel head?
Well, we can cut it down because we got to what we need to cut, and then we need to go through some more next week or whatever I might do tomorrow. We can, but girl, have at it. But the reason why I didn't even think that we was gonna spend an hour on this, but this was good because
Yeah.
we have to know. You cannot sit there and say Miss Wanda is a bully. Oh, Miss Wanda is just doing this just to be doing this. No, Miss Wanda called your tail out and you couldn't handle it. Miss
Mm-hmm.
Wanda called you out. And as we was playing this clip right here, Melody, according to what we heard on this right here, Melody and Ariane was talking to each other. Now I don't know if they
Mm-hmm.
was good friends or whatever, but they communicated with each
Mm-hmm.
other.
Because Miss Wanda asked her, "Aren't you and her friends?" And Melody said, "Not at that time."
Thank
Oh,
you. What
so
person? I would
when
sit there
have
and say,
y'all?
was never friends. What are you talking about? And you know
That's
she would have said,
and that's what I was about to say. Ladies, come on now. Use your common sense. When has it ever been cool? When has a woman ever befriended the mistress or the side chick? When have you ever done that?
unless they was knocking boots together.
Okay, either that or once you done with them and you're over the hurt, at that point she can have them.
Mm. We
Baby,
say at the same time.
at the same time, that's some vicious stuff right there.
Oh,
But y'all, we gonna go through this real quick, Lady D. We ain't even got to stay long
girl, you
on
can
this
sum it
review.
up. You can go through it however you want to go through it. When you say you got
Okay,
a lot to
y'all.
say about it, go ahead.
Well, first off, I want to say in the first episode with Mel and the first scene with Mel and Marsau, continuing their conversation. This is my point. Melody said that what the heck, Melody up there talking about Marsau could have texted her to see if she and the kids were all right. But if you're a fan of Love and Marriage Huntsville, baby, Melody changes her telephone number every year. Can't
Absolutely.
nobody get a hold of her. When the season is over, she says she needs her me time for herself. So how are they supposed to text and call her? So that's bull crap. Then Melody also stated that she didn't know any of the millimeters. Well, honey, I'll be damned, because it's a whole bunch of millimeter content creators over here on YouTube that Melody supports. She's been in their chats, she's given them money, she's invited them on her Instagram live. So she lied, honey, she lied. And baby, my thing is this: since when abuse victims going around threatening men? That's another man. She said she was gonna whoop his ass. She could whoop his
But
ass.
that's the part I
Excuse
don't
my
understand.
language.
You gonna sit there and say, "Oh, if somebody say this is DV," so she's saying it's DV, but all the
Yeah,
while in the same mouth saying that's why I will beat your tail, telling another man's
man.
wife, a wife, the husband, that I'm gonna beat your tail. First, you sitting there, you telling it's DV, and then out of the same breath, you threaten to beat somebody's tail. Make it make sense.
Right. So she's all over the place. And then as
Yeah,
far as Tisha saying anything to her mother, y'all need to really quit playing. Y'all know doggone well if your parents, especially your mother, well, your parents in general, you cannot tell a parent what to do. Parents have their own mind and they're gonna say and they're gonna do what they want to do. But my thing is this: Melody could have had a conversation with Miss Wanda herself. She could have had a
thank you.
conversation with her with no cameras around, not to be filmed, nothing, and let her know, hey, Miss Wanda, when you say these things, this hurt my feelings. This is how it made me feel, or whatever else. And they could have come to a resolution. But
That's
she
it.
loves using Miss Wanda as a villain because Love and Marriage Huntsville has to have a show where somebody's the villain. Well, you didn't kick Miss Wanda off the show. She can't utilize Marceau as the villain because she also needs Marceau as her ally because he's
Absolutely.
the only one willing to film with her most of the time, which I can't understand. Honey,
But the thing about it is, Tisha told her mom, but Melody never told her fans. Melody, when they told Melody to dismantle her fans, what she did, she said they grown people and came out dancing. But at
yeah,
least
and said
Tisha
she
told
wasn't.
her mom. At least Tisha
Yeah,
told her mom.
at least Tisha told her mom, but Melody did not. Melody said she ain't telling them nothing.
That's it. So
But
that's the difference.
yes, that not only is that the difference, Lady D, at least Tisha verbalizes that
Thank
she doesn't
you.
agree. Tisha will verbalize when she does not agree with something that Miss Wanda has said or done. Melody hasn't done that not once.
That's
Not
it.
even when one of her top millimeters that she support talked about my disabled child diagnosed with Down syndrome. She didn't come
Mhm.
out and say, "Hey, you guys, that's too far.
Yes.
That's not my brand. That's not who I am. I'm a mother. I can only imagine how that could feel and how difficult it is to raise a child
Mhm.
that's disabled. So please, you guys, refrain from that."
That's
She
it.
never
And
did that.
and even if she would just came out and talk to the millimeters, look, cut it out, you guys going too far. Okay, we would have
Mm-hmm.
respect that because now we know that she does not agree. But she never once said that. But Tisha did. But this right here is very disturbing. What Let's Talk About says. She says they are not talking about Ariane. They are talking about the young lady Martell was engaged to. She was friends with Melody, and they both have kids with Martell. I don't know what she's talking about.
Baby, I don't know what she talking
I
about
don't know.
either.
I don't know what she's talking about. Guys, if you know exactly
What?
what, let's talk about it because this right here, man, now this is another story by itself when she says they are not talking about Ariane. They are
They
talking about the young lady Martell was engaged to. She was friends with Melody and they both
both
have
had kids.
kids with Martell. Martell does not have no other kids. Martell acknowledges all
What?
his children. Martell only said that he have 5 kids, 4 with
That's all he
Melody
said.
and 1 with Ariane. So I don't know about that right there. Now I
Oh,
know that I was
oh,
hearing
Father.
that Melody Martell had a girlfriend during high school and Melody went ahead and you know took him or something
Oh,
like that. But all
yeah.
that, like I
Oh
said,
my
come
God,
on,
Lady
that's
D in my
that's
head.
don't make no
Oh,
sense. What
Lord, you
happened?
got me. Lord, you got me leaning back like Fred Sanford. I want to put my hand on my chest and raise my right hand in the air and say, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. Miss Lady D. Hold on, wait a minute. See, I heard it. They said Martell was engaged to a woman in college. And that, that came from my good girl Butterfly. So I'm going to cite my source because, honey,
Yeah, yeah, that's where I heard it from
yeah,
too.
yeah, because if small head,
But
no
not
edge,
that
plan
part.
on
I didn't
taking.
never heard that part.
Oh, yeah, well, see, I heard that part, honey, because a small head, no eggs, planning on taking me to court, baby. I'm bringing my girl Butterfly.
Girl, that's not gonna fly nowhere because these people are public figures and they put their
I
life on
know.
display.
Wait a minute.
And we
Wait a
don't
minute.
dig into these
Wait
people'
a minute.
personal business. We only go by of
We
what
show
they put
them.
out.
We show them. That's all we do. We talk about what y'all put out on social media and what's on the show. We ain't doing no background check. But baby, I don't know who Let's Talk About It is, but Let's Talk About It said Martell have kids. But this is why I'm falling back, baby. So wait a minute. We know Martell has always said he had 5 kids. The views
Hmm.
expressed by misbehaving or misbehaving views. Don't blame Lady D. Martell has always said he had 5 kids. We know the little boy that came along and we thought he was number 5. Now we got, oh, Jesus, Father.
Girl,
Let's
Shandela
talk
saying
about it.
something too. Shandela say
What is
Martell was in a
Chandela saying?
relationship when he got with Mel, but not I guess
Not
she meant
engaged.
engaged.
Okay.
Engaged, he doesn't have more than
Okay.
5 kids. Don't do my baby
Wait,
daddy like that.
wait a minute. God dog is Chandela. All the men on Love and Marriage Huntsville is your baby daddy because I thought it was Marsau.
He said, "Don't do
Wait
my
a minute.
baby daddy."
All right. We ain't bringing no more information up in here, y'all. It's only five
we ain't
kids. We
never
don't know
we
about
ain't
no other
we ain't
kids.
never got to this. We never got to the this
We
episode. But
Yes,
like
we
I say,
is, Lady
sometimes you
D.
got to go back, man. You
We
got to
going
go
back,
back.
Lady D. We finna get through this. Hold on, we can get through this in 5 minutes. We already done with Mel and Marceau. We gonna Destiny and Stormy. They show a flashback to the Galentine's event because Melody, Stormy is surprised about how her and Destiny friendship is well. We gonna skip past that because all she talked about is the sinking ship and how the sinking ship came over there to her warehouse harassing her. And y'all, I saw the video in real time, so don't y'all believe that Stormy out here just cussing at seniors. Now I didn't like that Stormy cursed at her, but at the same time, honey, if y'all could see the video, cause ain't none of them content creators gonna show you that video that the sinking ship was making, because I was in her live. I was in the sinking ship live in real time when she was knucking and bucking and cussing. She was ready to fight Stormy, and she had on a 32-inch Peruvian wavy wig. Baby, she ain't been wearing it recently, but honey, don't y'all believe everything. And honey, you can't just be going up to people warehouses unannounced, uninvited, after you've made multiple videos talking bad about them. So we're gonna skip past that. Now we're gonna get to Tisha Marsau and their new chief of staff, MJ Hall. Baby, Tisha looked good in that blue with them little white mid boots. And honey, she was sitting up in that big queen chair while Marsau had to sit to the side in that little bitty
But
chair.
I
Did you
did
notice
not
that?
like but I did not like because like I said, especially when it comes to employees, these
Uh-huh.
people will come on with a beautiful smile and before they get themselves comfortable, they will turn on you in a minute. For Tisha to have that young beautiful girl MJ sitting in that office with her man, that was a no-no. Tisha, don't do that. Don't do that. And like I said, I could tell it too. Who could tell it better than the ones already been through it?
Okay.
Trust me. I had
But
over
look,
40 some employees, okay? So don't do that, Tisha. Don't have this beautiful, young, vibrant woman sitting in your office with your man. I promise you, she might do the work and she might do some work overtime as well. I'm a
who,
living witness to that, okay? I'm a living witness to that. Let me talk a little
Lady
low
D?
because I don't want him to hear me. Watch them secretaries.
They don't call us
you, you,
secretaries for nothing.
you know where I'm going with this, right?
I know, I
me and you
know.
can,
I'm
me and you
thinking
can
about
laugh
your
behind the
story.
scene. Me and you
You're
can laugh
right.
behind the scene by ourselves, okay?
Well, when I
Trust
saw her,
me.
I said, "Look, Lady D." But when I saw her, I said she looked like a little younger Tisha. To
Oh,
me, she
honey.
did. She kind of
w-
favored Tisha.
when I
Uh,
go in there, you better not have your legs crossed. You better be sitting there. I better see some notes you was taking and everything else. God, don't get me to get ignorant in here.
oh, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. But at least she said she was married for 1 year. I'm glad they put that out there that she's married.
Yeah.
So,
Teacher,
but
don't do that. Somebody
yeah.
fat, get somebody that's fat and somebody that just slouchy but knows how to do the job, okay?
No, that don't work no more, lady. You saw how ugly that housekeeper was of Arnold Schwarzenegger. These men gonna hit anything with a
With
cat,
Tula,
baby. They
yes,
gonna
yep,
and the
yep.
shoe. But anyway, I like that scene.
I
Tisha
didn't.
looked good. Marcel and Tisha, and I'm glad Tisha asked. Now, should she have her mother get activated? But did you see how Marcel tilted his head to the side as if, hmm,
I'm still mad with Martell, girl. We gonna have to do a part two on this because I'm still mad with Martell. But
okay.
Elizabeth sat there and said, "Come up with a
What did
new
it?
dress code." I had a new dress
Uh,
code in my office. They got to come with their uniforms, your scrubs on. Now, in my husband, they comes with heels, but with mine, they got to come with some scrubs on. You see what I'm saying?
oh,
They all
that's
got to
right.
have some scrubs.
What'd you say? Lady D wasn't playing. Lady D wasn't playing.
Girl, but we gonna have to sit there and we got to do a part two or maybe sit there and do some little recaps next Monday if you available because this was good, but we couldn't go into this new beginning until we sat there and go to the foundation of all this right here. That's how I see it, you
Hmm.
know?
That's right.
That's exactly how I see it. So, girl, look, if you got something else to close it down, to wrap it up, to sum it up, because I can't move from who that was put that out. Somebody put this out. I've got to go do my investigation on this. What's the girl name that put this out? Saying something about Martell. Let's talk about it. I did this right here. I can't get this out my head.
Let's talk about it there. Not talking about. This is the first I'm hearing. Lord and him having more than one kid, baby.
I
I
don't
don't know
believe
what's
that
going
one.
on. But I
Chandela
tell
say,
you
don't
what.
talk about her baby daddy.
Okay, she got all the men. She got Marceau and Martell, baby daddy. Lord, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you because poor Martell, baby. And Martell, all I could do is have him for a short time, not a long time. I just need my back crack and I send him back. But he too young for me. Martell
She's she
too
say,
young for me.
a girl, who my guys, them kind I like. Um, not young. I'm talking about my age, but I'm sitting there saying that's how I like my man. If I was, but not
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about. that's the type I like. Chandela says some folks got bodies, so them scrubs, girl, talk about they got
Show
bodies.
ain't they
But
show ain't gonna help Lady D, cause honey, them patients was all up on me. This junk in the trunk and this big rack in the front, baby. I tried to have loose scrub on, and one of the patients say, "Why you do us like that, charge nurse?" I said, "What are you talking about? Coming over here, coming to work, looking all fine, and you know I'm a black woman, so I got a natural jiggle to me when I
me too,
walk. I
me
be
too.
shaking.
Yes, I
So
do
shoot."
too.
Ever since that patient had told me that, I started walking stiff, trying to make sure ain't nothing bounce too hard. I told him, quit looking at me. My scrubs is loose.
Girl, my God, but this right here, we gotta do some investigation. Girl, I thought we was gonna be able to get through this right here,
That's all
but
right. We did it. We did most of it. We ain't missed nothing. The lovers and friends was beautiful. Latricia is beautiful. I just need her to stop wearing that blunt bob cut wig because that's what's throwing her looks off. She is, you
oh,
guys, really a beautiful woman.
yeah, she is. She's a beautiful one. I mean, a hot body. Very. I wish I could show
Uh-huh.
you a picture. I had a hot body like that too. You know that, right?
Oh, I can imagine, baby, because I
Yeah,
Missy
yeah.
Haven had one too, baby. I said, "Ooh, I wish I had the wisdom I have now with the body I had back then. I wouldn't have to be worrying about no money and none. I had about three,
G-
4 houses, some land. Young
Girl,
ladies,
shoot, I had a
mm,
hot body like that. Shoes back
mm,
then, girl. I can't
mm,
find the pictures on this right here, but shoot, I had it going on. But still
baby,
evolved, girl.
okay.
Tisha
I
got
was a
Trisha got a
look.
very hot body.
I was a figure eight. Now I'm rocking a figure 16. I still got them curves though, baby. I be
Okay,
walking in the
okay,
room and I be
okay.
like,
I'm on
huh?
a
They be like,
treadmill.
hey,
I'm on a treadmill trying to get it off, girl, because who I used to have that body, honey, and it was all
oh.
me, honey, all me,
Okay, we didn't do no plastic surgery, none of that stuff back
not at
then. That's
all.
that new stuff.
Let, let
Baby,
me let
y'all
me
booties.
let me show
Huh,
you. Let
go
me
ahead.
show you this. This was one of my. Let me show it to you. Let me show you, girl. I had it going on, honey. I
Man.
back then I thought I was Janet Jackson. You hear me?
Ding,
Look at it.
down,
You can
down.
see my body. You can see my body.
Is
You
that
see
you?
that? That is me.
That
Yeah.
ain't you.
I raised my right hand to God, and I promise you, it's not Photoshop or anything. I
Your buddy
promise you.
in the entertainment industry. Who the hell are
Yes.
you, Lady D? Who
And
the
I
hell are
promise
you?
you, I promise you, it's no Photoshop or anything. Because back then, they didn't had no Photoshops on my business cards and stuff. You see what I'm saying? I also
Get
used to
up
do
out
hair
of
as well.
here.
Yeah, I also used to do hair as well. I'm still a licensed cosmetologist. You
You
girl,
told me
I
that.
was all in
Mm.
California and everywhere. My sister is still in California. Girl, yes, indeed, girl. I could show you a lot of pictures of me, honey. I had it going on. I wasn't saved all my life. I was
Okay.
delivered, but I wasn't saved all my. But
I
still, of
know that's
all,
what
I
I said.
kept my body up. I never sat there and let my body go. And when I did, is when I had went through all this stuff. When it came to my business. You know how dealing with
Right.
our people had you all in a state. Ooh, it just had you all messed up.
Mm, mm, mm,
Look, she said, "Girl, back then, girl, it was
mm,
during that
mm,
Janet. You remember when
mm.
Janet Jackson was
I
That's
remember
What
Janet
Love Is?
Jackson.
You remember that song, That's What
Uh-huh.
Love Is? And I
That's
wanted to
what
take a picture with the same outfit that she had on.
Janet
Yes,
Jackson was was that girl. Janet
yes,
Jackson was
yes,
that girl for
yes.
us. Mm, mm,
Yes,
mm.
girl, I could show you a lot of pictures. Because back then, that's the thing when I was taking some pictures because the outfit that she had on. Remember That's What Love Is? I think that's the song.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Mm, mm, mm.
I tell
Baby,
you no
what
lie.
look
I
how
wasn't
but
girl.
look at it.
I kept
Mm,
myself up, honey. I had bought everything.
mm.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh,
That's why I said there
what?
and say when it comes to Ariane and these young women, make sure you just don't just waste your life, especially when you
Yeah.
see a man, he don't wants to make you a wife, or he don't want to do right. Don't wait until you
Mhm.
get old. While you young, go ahead and do what you need to do. If they don't want to do right, then give them deuces. That's it.
It's a lot of young ladies today, and that was back then that needed that advice. I needed that advice. I was holding on to my kitty cat. I wasn't giving it away, but yeah, I should have. Managed it wisely. God dog. God dog. I
Girl,
want
like
to
I
be
say,
all
honey.
sentimental. Look, I want to be all sentimental. Oh, I love him. He's
That,
got great
look,
potential.
look, that body had
Yeah.
got me debt free today. You heard me? Well, look,
Okay, I
I'm
look,
debt
I
free
know it.
today. That body
Okay.
got me debt free today, honey. I could come on when I want, sleep when I want to sleep, honey. Got a roof over my head and living good.
Shoot, I
So,
hear you. I ain't even mad at you. I'm living vicariously through you. I ain't even mad at your sister. I ain't mad at none of your ladies, young, old, baby. Y'all made the right decisions, Jesus.
shoot,
Thank you,
I
thank you.
made the right decisions, honey. Like I said there and say, I'm the type of person, if I don't own it, I don't want it. And I made sure that my children is taken care of. So
That's
my
right.
children don't have to want for nothing. And that's why I say, when it comes to Tisha and Marsau, don't let these canker worms, these palmer worms, and these locusts try to come and clean you dry just because
Hmm.
you threw your husband out looking at him as trash, but somebody else gonna look at him as treasure. I sit there and say, look, that's my crap in the front of the yard. I don't want him, but you better pass him up.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Lady D. Let them know. But I tell you what, I don't know who plain face Pretty Berry is. Welcome. Welcome. She said Martell pretending to not remember her too. It's a lot of weird things happening on here. They're talking about Trisha and
Where that's at? I don't see it.
down at the bottom. It's down at the bottom, right above Mummy Dang It. Mummy Dang It said
Plain
Martell.
face? You talking about plain face or
Yes,
plain
yes.
face
Plain
is
face
Martell
Pretty.
pretending to not remember her too is a lot of weird things happening on there. But they were kids. They talking about something that when he was in high school. Come on now, the man is
Mm,
fine. Quite obvious. He had women sitting there probably at a drop of
mm,
dime on him, and then he was playing football. But I'm saying, I don't
mhm.
think that the man have any kids. Because he don't look like the type that's going to claim, his five and not claim the other ones. And
All
I
of
don't
them,
think,
right.
yeah, he would have said, "Look, I got six kids." That's what I
Mhm.
think. That's what I think. My girl, but this was a good live. Come on and close us out, country girl. I'm my girl,
Yeah,
country
come
girl.
on.
I wish I could have read all the comments, guys, but this when misbehaving together, I mean, we just cut up. We break it down where even a child can understand. You don't need a rocket science to sit there and figure this out, guys. Like I say, when it comes to all this right here, it takes two to tear down a house. And I don't think that Martell tore that house by himself.
He didn't, and that clip fell in your lap right on time.
That's
Right
it.
on time. Lady D, when Country Girl Queen to close this out real quick, can you close us out with that that song? You got that clip revved up somewhere, or you'll have it
What
ready next Monday?
what
W-
song? What song?
With Melody, Huntsville Finest, with the purple dress song.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can. And guys, I apologize for not reading the comments, but this was good. I promise you, we was trying to sit there and get through all these lies, the lies, the lies. Okay.
And Lady D did real good. She even gave us a extra few minutes. We got an extra 30 because she wanted to stop it at an hour, you guys.
Yeah, 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 because I don't like a
Uh-huh.
long live. How people be just
Yeah,
I used to do a long live, but to me, I can't watch a long live.
and
I
it's
wonder
hard
if
for
this
people.
yes. So which one you like? You like the one that because I got this one right here. Let me play this one.
Yep, that's the one.
And if people say, Monica, how can you laugh at that? Because damn it, it's funny.
Thank you. And you can't get mad. Like I said, there's say people is not going to sit there and sugarcoat it, just because other people sitting there and saying she could sing good. Some people they just belongs in the shower, What your thoughts about that?
You know, that's my favorite song right there. I told you my grandbaby thought she was the Chipmunks, Alvin and the Chipmunks. So, look, we love you all from Love and Marriage Huntsville. We support you all, and we want you all to do well. But baby, free my girl. Show enough want.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Miss Wanda need a spot on that show. She need to come back because
She coming
I
back.
think that they wanted her off because they do not want her to, expose Miss Buddy. They don't want her to sit
Hmm.
there and pull out them bones because Miss Wanda say, I know you. So Miss Wanda say, I know you, Miss Wanda is going to tell it. And I just hope, Kimmy got to do a little better too, because I wanted to show a clip about Kimmy. Kimmy, she ride a lot for Mel as well. It's like she does not have Tisha's
Hmm.
bag.
Yeah. See, when it first started, Kimmy didn't care too much for Melody. And now, I mean, yeah, yeah, I already told you how I felt last Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She moving kind of funny to me. She moving kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
And all I know is this is Tisha's year, and Tisha don't need to be quiet for nobody. And if somebody hurt her feeling and do something to her, she don't have to be quiet. There's no. It's all about Tisha. Tisha, make yourself happy and comfortable. And I'm gonna leave
Mm-hmm.
Marsau alone because Shandali in the chat, and that's one of her baby daddies. So I ain't gonna get on his
So,
head too bad.
she's talking about Marcel or Martell. Which one she like?
Both of them, both of
Both.
them.
Oh, she want both of the men. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Oh,
Come on, Chandela.
all right, y'all. So I'm gonna get up off here. I got these
Uh,
boys over here. Let me try to
okay. And
get
thank you
prepared.
very much. So you say you going live what time?
It'll be 6 o'clock my time. I ain't gonna be too long, cause
Okay.
Lady D, ain't nobody trying to watch no long videos, and I get long winded. I gotta put some timestamps in my other videos. But then again, if you too lazy to go ahead and just listen to my whole video, you could throw it on and work on a car, clean the house. I mean, uh,
Yes, it did. And look, why don't you say that I'm gonna make you a video of this right here since you like that song and email it to you and you can go ahead and put it on yours there.
okay, I figure out how to
I'm gonna
put it
make a
on
good
there.
one. I'm gonna make a good
What
one
I have to
for
do?
you.
I have to download it to my PC and then
Just,
upload it.
just go ahead and yeah, just download it. Yeah, download
Okay.
it. It should, yeah. Or just do a record, like record it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stuff like that. You asking the wrong person.
That's all right. We gonna get it. We'll figure it out. It's my pleasure, country girl queen, and thank y'all for inviting me over to y'all house for another day. I ain't kicked out. I've been a good guest today.
Sugar Brown say, I missed the live, so I'm about to hit the replay. Yes, indeed. This was
Yeah.
awesome. This was
All right.
awesome, awesome, awesome.
I'm gonna
I don't
drop
want to
down,
wear
Lady D.
yes, because I don't want to wear my welcome out because look, I want misbehaving back. I want her back next Monday. We was trying to do the review, but we had to go back to the archives. Okay. So guys, this was another great live. And like I said, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you are free game. We do not go and dig into these people's personal life. We only can go by of what they put out. You air it out, you are free game. So just like my girl, we're gonna go ahead and close it out. Another great live. And I can't even see it, but she says a great live. Lady D, everyone enjoy the rest of your evening. Yes. So guys, you be safe and you all have a good night. So God bless you all.